Welcome back to our 261 Fearless Myth Busting series. In the classroom today, we're going to bust the myth that it's normal to leak urine when you run. 1 in 3 women leak urine. In fact, that might be as many as 1 in 2 after the menopause. But don't mistake common for normal. If you're leaking urine, it's a sign of pelvic dysfunction that needs to be properly assessed by an expert because it has many different causes. It's not enough to just do some pelvic floor squeezes and hope that it's going to go away. So let's explore what's happening. Your pelvic floor is a sling of muscles that runs from your pubic bone at the front to your sitting bone at the back. And your pelvic organs, that's your bladder, your uterus and your bowel, all sit on top of that muscular sling. Now those muscles help to support those organs, but they also help to make sure that urine and feces don't leak out at times when you don't want them to. And if those muscles become weak, then sometimes the pressure is too much and urine can leak out when you're not on the toilet and you don't want it to. Your pelvic floor muscles can be weakened when large amounts of pressure are put on them. So for example, this might happen if you're pregnant or during labour, if you are overweight, if you have a chronic cough, if you're frequently constipated and straining on the toilet, or during and beyond menopause when estrogen levels fall, because that estrogen is needed to help keep those muscles strong. Running can reveal a weak pelvic floor. It's a high impact activity and it's often during sprints or downhill running or long endurance runs that the pelvic floor can become weakened and women can experience some leaking of urine. It's important to know that it's not always a weak pelvic floor that causes urinary leaks. Sometimes it can be an over-tight or overactive pelvic floor. If the pelvic floor muscles are very tight, it can stop the pelvic floor functioning as it should. And also, the pelvic floor is linked to the muscles around it. So it could be a weakness or an imbalance or an over-tightness in the muscles of the hips, the back, the abdomen, and all of these muscles can affect how the pelvic floor functions. Leaking urine while running is a really common reason that women don't run at all, but also for those that do run, it can really affect their training, their confidence, their ability to go too far away from a toilet and to feel comfortable running. But treatment is available and it can take many months and a lot of perseverance, but more than 60% of women have been found to be successful in curing their incontinence after treatment from a women's health physiotherapist, or that's a women's health physical therapist if you're in the United States. So the message is, yes, leaking urine when you run is common, but it is not normal, and we definitely need to bust this myth together.